horrible.
Yeah.
My PC radar is going off like crazy.
This is all in humour, folks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Most of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Ariel, you started playing games
Yeah.
at your daycare, Balloon Fighter,
Anything.
and you're around 6 at that time. And now you're how old?
I'm 25.
Oh, okay. And in that time of playing games, have there been any games that have changed your life in a significant way?
Yeah, probably I would say Final Fantasy VII.
On the PlayStation 1.
Yes. I mean, before that, while I was
previous
definitely...
6 didn't do it for you then?
No, I hadn't played a Final Fantasy game. And even
that was
now...
the big one, wasn't it?
I
The big
can't-
American launch.
Yeah, I can't go back and play the old ones. Like, I've tried. And I've even gotten really close to the ends, but I have yet to actually beat one. But, yeah, I think that was the game that made me hardcore.
Hardcore, really.
It made me hardcore.
Wow.
Yeah. Devil horns. Yeah,
Actually, I'm quite the opposite, because I
Really?
played all the 2D Final Fantasies, and I tried to get into the 3D one.
Well,
for PlayStation, I just couldn't.
You're old,
I couldn't-
though.
The age difference is showing.
No, so here's the thing. Last time you talked about, playing the original Zelda.
Oh, yeah.
And while I definitely played those games on the NES, it wasn't until Link to the Past came around that was really, like, playing that game, like, I was calling the Nintendo hotline, trying to figure out how to get to the top of Spectacle Rock.
Yes.
Mountain, because I couldn't figure
Using
it
the
out.
magic mirror.
Is Link to the Past is the
Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, fantastic game. One of my favorite games.
But the original one was also good, but the one in between was utter
Yeah.
Oh, the
rubbish.
2D one, yeah.
Yeah.
It was utter rubbish. But
Which I liked.
you liked that one?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I think we talked about that
Yeah,
one.
we talked about
Yeah,
that, didn't we? Yeah, no, but yeah.
But yeah, I Link to the Past and then Final Fantasy VII. That's what really got me interested in a lot of Japanese things, and mostly RPGs. I was pretty hardcore into RPGs after that. But nowadays, I play pretty much everything except strategy games. I think BioShock was what really sold me on first-person shooters, and ever since then, if there's a really good first-person shooter out there that appeals to me, that has that kind of environment,
Mood.
I'm all for it.
We tried like Silent Hill.
Oh well, Silent Hill. I was into Silent Hill but yeah, survival horror games. Heck yeah,
All right.
all into especially the second Silent Hill game is one of my favorite games of all time, and Biohazard, Resident Evil. For you people around,
yeah, Resident Evil.
I've loved those games since the beginning. I like scary stuff though. I'm a big horror movie fan.
And it does the job. The lights out, you're at home.
Oh, yeah.
It'll give you the willies.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Give me
Give you the willies.
Just
Yeah.
the scary kind.
The giraffe willies. Back to giraffe willies.
Usually that's how.
You're never going to escape from giraffe willies.
Yeah, but I'd say that, since I was a kid, since I was but a wee schoolgirl.
Yes.
But yeah, games have played a significant part in my life, I'd say. And I'd say that is the big reason for why I'm here in Japan now.
Right on. And I've noticed that we both have really stereotypical games that have changed our lives.
Yeah, I know.
Like Final Fantasy or Zelda or something.
Our story is actually very similar. I was kind of chuckling to myself last time.
We're both American.
No,
Yes.
a little less superficial than that. But I started out as a computer science major in college because I thought I'd done programming. I dabbled in it before actually starting classes. Visual Basic. This is like summer camp. computer camp type stuff. I never do much like computer camp.
Back in like middle school or something.
Well, it was like there was a computer-oriented school that had lessons, and I would go there for the day during summer and learn Visual Basic, and I was really hardcore into web design at one point. I was a
Hardcore web designer.
Web mistress.
HTTP.
You have that HTML tattooed on your knuckles.
She was a web mistress.
I was a web mistress.
She said it.
Of chocobos.com. I still own it.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. You would sell that.
Chocobos.com. I've been waiting for Square
sitting
Enix
on
people to contact me, and they have not.
After this podcast gets released, it's going to
Yeah, they're gonna. You're gonna get.
skyrocket.
Well,
cease
no,
and
it's,
desist
I
letter.
mean, yeah. If you want to buy chocobos.com, send me an email. because I will sell it. I will get rid of it.
Time to grow up.
I have honestly been sitting on it probably for 15 years at this point. Yeah, I don't need it anymore. But
Isn't that about how old Final Fantasy VII is?
Final Fantasy VII, no, that's...
How many years did you say? 15?
97, isn't it? So
Well, let's see, I
it's
got
about
it.
14 years ago.
14 years, yeah.
I think I got it when I was still in junior high school. Maybe when I was like 13 or so. And
That's still in the 90s, isn't it?
yeah,
That's very
pretty cool
forward thinking of you.
13-year-olds buy a domain, no?
It's the internet age, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah, and I ran my own website.
Most 13-year-olds have their own websites and like start their own IT companies, don't they, by the age of 14 or so? Especially if you live in California.
It's the first million by 15.
Yeah. I saw The Social Network on the plane. It was-
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, that's the Oscar winner, right? I suppose that's
Aaron
oh, really?
Sorkin.
that and the King's Speech.
Oh, the King's Speech I want to see, but it wasn't on the flight, unfortunately. It's quite interesting. That Napster guy is a bit of a
douche.
A douche. Is that the word? Yeah, I think that's the word.
Yeah, that is the word.
Yeah. He wasn't portrayed in a very good manner. Let's say. Yeah.
But also the main character isn't either.
I have to go to the back.
After you sign it, do you want to take it with you?
We get some sound effects for the bleeping. Yeah. We can continue with that.
we can leave that.
Yeah, so Bear has left for the toilet after eating these lovely snacks.
That's it.
The fish cheese has hit him. Who's it going to hit next?
I'm
How long
fine.
were they sitting here?
I just unpackaged them.
Okay.
Trying to eat.
There's no just waiting. It's like a countdown now, isn't it?
Let's see if it goes long, we know what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's taking it to the hoop.
Yeah.
Take it to the hoop.
He is taking it. He's backing into the hoop, I think.
This has to be our catchphrase. Like every time I do the show intro, take it to the hoop.
we need something that will. We need to continue that somehow. Don't we? We need some hoop related things to talk about, don't we?
No doubt.
Something hoop related. I can't think of anything offhand.
No.
That's an American friend. Take it to the hoop.
Yeah.
Take it to the hoop.
Park his lunch.
He's going to park his lunch.
Pack up your lunches.
Yeah. There must be some other really disgusting phrases.
Drop the kids off at the pool.
That's horrible.
That's foul, isn't it?
That's
It's quite good. That's quite good.
Assumes more than one log.
I think not his kids. I think it's the whole school bus.
The entire class.
Yeah, inside class. He's being dropped off at the pool.
That's it. That's fine. But judging by the pause that we've had, I think it's safe to say he's dropping many kids off at the pool.
Oh
Yeah,
God!
Not one lump, but two.
Did I miss anything?
I think we missed a lot.
Oh God!
It was just
You're looking a bit pale.
It was just some light food poisoning.
Thinner, in fact.
You were thinner
A
then.
couple of kilos thinner.
A bit lighter on your toes.
That's right.
Oh God! Oh God! I'm not sure how much of what happened in here when you were gone we can use,
I
but
think we should try and use most of it if we can. Anyway, with that nice interval, thanks to the fishy cheese, I think probably.
Thanks.
I like that fishy cheese.
Yeah, I think that probably was the wrapper stuck on the cheese. Or maybe it was actually plastic. Who knows?
Maybe it's not supposed to be digested.
Yeah. Have you fully recovered now?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm back to drinking alcohol.
Yeah, that's good.
I figured if
Yeah.
Tycho Brahe, the astronomer who died because he
Is
felt
that
it
how you
was
say that?
It was Tycho? I thought it was Tycho.
Tycho?
No, it's the Brahe.
I think it's Tycho.
No, I think it's Tycho. I always thought it was Tycho Brahe, but I didn't.
Yeah. I thought it was Tycho Brahe.
I don't
Tycho?
know.
No one knows.
Big
Look it up on
debate.
Wikipedia.
Yeah.
I always thought it was Tycho Brahe.
Yeah, he died because he couldn't leave like a table because the king was at the table,
Oh, right.
and they were feasting, and his bladder or something exploded.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Right.
he was like a really brilliant astronomer, but he died from like
That can't be
something.
pleasant, can it?
Rather than piss himself, he held it until his bladder blew up.
Yeah, or something exploded. Yeah.
I bet it was just appendicitis and they didn't know what to call it at the time.
That's some willpower, man.
That's possible.
Yeah, I've never heard. I think you just piss your pants.
You would,
Really?
wouldn't you?
Really? I think it's. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that
I'll
one
have to
up.
look that. Anyways,
I'll
sorry,
look that one
sidetracked.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
So
it's
you
just kind of got
finished your chocolate mix.
Yeah,
and-
yeah.